Peter nodded, shoved his surfboard into the back of the family Buick. His black Cocker Spaniel baby girl bounced and sniffed, as she always did when she saw the car being packed. It was December 6th, 1941. Finally, Saturday morning, and Peter could toss his shoes into the back of his closet for the weekend. That was the only problem with being in the 7th grade at Punahou School in Honolulu. Starting in the 7th grade, students had to wear shoes. But shoes just got in the way of all the things you had to do when you lived in Hawaii. Like swimming in Manoa Stream and racing leaf boats in the pond below the falls. Or hiking through the woods looking for cuckoo nuts. All the boys liked to polish them up with breadfruit leaves to make slides for their Boy Scout neckerchiefs. And you certainly didn't need shoes on Waikiki Beach, where there was always plenty to do. Swim, surf, canoe, race crabs, or just sit and stare at the rich tourists at the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. Most of all, Peter loved to watch the Hawaiian fishermen bring in their catch. Sometimes they gave him free fish if he helped pull in the nets. Ever since the 4th grade, Mrs. Pukui had been teaching the Punahou students all about Hawaiian culture. She had told them how her ancestors had first come to the islands from the south, crossing thousands of miles of open sea in swift, sail-rigged canoes. The Hawaiians came from a long line of expert fishermen and boatsmen. Mrs. Nottage came out of the house with the family's Japanese maid, Fumiya, who was carrying a pile of beach towels. Peter's mother frowned when she saw the surfboard leaning against the back seat, but Peter was too excited to notice. The Nottages were going to spend the weekend with friends. Mr. and Mrs. Mitchell had an elegant old home on Kainoe Bay, just a 45-minute drive from Honolulu. Peter loved visiting the Mitchells. Not only was there first-rate surfing at nearby Kailua Bay, but there was also a big naval air station right across the bay from the Mitchell house. He had heard that the Navy had a whole new fleet of seaplanes stationed there, and he couldn't wait to see them. These days, you could often watch planes practicing their maneuvers and drills all over the island. Sometimes the flyers even shot at one another with fake smoke. Peter knew why there was so much activity on the local bases. He had heard the grown-ups talking about a possible war with Japan. Even now, the Japanese ambassadors were in Washington, trying to come to an agreement that would keep both countries out of the war. It was true that many of Peter's friends were Japanese Americans whose parents had come to Hawaii many years before to work on the sugarcane and pineapple plantations. But they were just the buddies he swapped homework with or played baseball with. They were hardly the enemy.